All right. Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm host Emirates Jr. and I'm joined by my co-host Seek. And we got a special guest with us today. We got a pro boxer out of Sacramento, California, Cain Sandoval. How's it going, Cain?
Good, good on yourself.
Good. Thank you so much for making the time.
Yeah, it's all good.
First question we got for you. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, and it's how you get into boxing.
Got unboxing my dad, like my dad, my grandpa, my aunt, all my uncles used to fight over in Mexico. So my dad always I grew up watching boxing, and it just naturally I just got in the gym.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Could you tell us more about your amateur career? What were some of major accomplishments?
I got two tournaments that I won, major tournaments. I was like 14 and 16 or 14 and 15.
Okay.
And so I got like 200 amateur fights. So I went to multiple tournaments. I never lost the first day. I always made it to the finals or I won the whole thing. So it's like
Okay.
I got that experience. I didn't win a lot of them, but I
Right.
always made it to like semifinals, finals, or like I used to win the whole thing. But it's all experience in amateurs.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
some good names on that resume.
Yeah.
And and then, Cain, we saw you made your pro debut, in August 2021 in Costa Mesa, California. What were your emotions heading into your first pro fight?
Well, I was supposed to turn pro. My plan,
Mhm.
I was supposed to turn pro in 2020, but COVID happened and that just it halted everything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, and COVID kind of made me lazy. Made everybody just like, oh, well, what's gonna happen next? But then I found, I got back in the gym. Then in 2021, I got my pro debut, first round knockout, and I went good.
Yes,
You signed a
sir.
promotion deal with the. I'm sorry. You
Go
signed a
ahead.
promotion deal with the 360 Promotions. What were your reasons for choosing them over other promoters?
Uh, I feel like 360 gives me more opportunity. They got the big platform on UFC Fight Pass, so I feel like they're gonna lead me to the right direction. And it just the main reason is that I'm fighting fights that other people won't take either. I'm
Right.
taking risks that are necessary to put me up in the rankings, and I know it's not like no cocky thing. It's just I believe in my hard work and I could get these wins.
And 360 is real picky on who they choose, so they're like to focus more on
Yeah.
a fighter in each division instead of having a bunch of fighters in the same division.
Right.
So they can really focus on the fighters. So we really like that also.
I was just gonna ask you for your opinion, sir, but you beat me to it. All right. Next question.
Yeah, then for the
Your
next
okay.
question, so your next fight scheduled for November 9th at Madison Square Garden, the theater. How are you feeling about the opportunity to fight in New York?
I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to have more exposure, because I'm known in the West Coast, all of California. So if I could get the exposure in New York or East Coast, be one of their guys, it's gonna be it's just gonna shoot me even more farther into the rankings and just popularity.
Okay. Oh, what could you tell us about your opponent, Wesley Ferrer?
You said what?
Did you hear? I'm saying, what could you tell us about your next opponent, Wesley?
Oh, I'm not supposed to answer that.
Well, he's got a good record. He's been pro since like 2013, so he's been in the game for a while. He got a little more experience. Um, he's a switch hitter, southpaw, right hand. He's ready for all that. Cain is a Cain is a full time fighter. He dedicated his life to this, so he's not working. It's just this is his work right here. So he is a full time fighter, and I believe that guy over there is he's part time. He's got to be, not being that active. So he's ready. Cain's ready for this.
Yes, sir, got that.
Yeah. And then, Cain, looking towards the future, is there a dream venue in mind you want to headline one day?
Well, mine was Madison Square Garden,
Mm.
and I got it already. So it's like probably T-Mobile Arena or one of them. Probably Vegas. I want to just headline Vegas.
Let's go. That's right, bro.
That's good.
Next question would be: do you have any fighter in mind or any opponent you would like to share the ring with?
Um, and all the top champions, bring them on. Any of them.
That's
So
right.
wherever Matias, Regis, Tio, who else is it?
Ryan
Ro-
Garcia.
Rolly.
Ryan, Rolly, all of
Rolly.
them.
I like that.
It's like I'm ready for all that. Probably not the time right now, but in the future, I just know I'm gonna be ready.
Of course.
Yeah. And then Cain, who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, either in sparring or your pro fight?
Well, as far as the heavier weight class,
Yeah, it was
like Vladimir.
Yeah, probably Vladimir.
Yeah, you can
He
punch.
fights like probably middle. He fights like middleweight though, so it's like Joshan's up there too. That's probably Joshan. He's pretty hard. Yeah, so
You are a hard puncher yourself. With all 10 of your wins coming by KO, do you go into any fights thinking about the KO streak, or you're looking for the KO, or if it happens, or you go with the flow?
I don't. It just happened. It's my last fight. I was like, all right, this guy's like gonna rush me, right? I'm a box. I'm using my movement, and it just happened. So it's like, I think my last fight. I don't know if you guys seen it, but my last fight, I feel like I proved that I'm not just a knockout artist. I mean, I knocked the guy out, but
Yeah.
I showed that I had footwork, defense, jabs. I know how to counter. So I'm like more of like a boxer puncher, I'm guessing. That's what Abel Sanchez called me, a boxer puncher at the end of the fight. So I feel like it's a good way to describe me.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
I have a question for your dad. How do you feel about your son?
This is my coach. This is my dad.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry just for that. You as a coach, how do you feel about him until now having all fights on KO? How do you feel about him on that prospect?
How I
On
feel
the
about him?
Like,
yeah on certain
Oh,
like
it's great. He works hard. He hits hard. Me, I like KOs. We like to give the fans what they want to see. They want to see KOs. That's what they want to see.
oh yeah.
It's hard to build up a fighter that doesn't have big punches, and that's another reason why 360 chose Cain, because they know he has power, and that's what 360 wants. They want fighters like Cain, exciting fighters. Exciting fighters are easy to promote. So I like KOs. I like his aggressive style. I do like his boxing, lateral movement, speed. He's got it all. We work everything. So he's good with southpaws. He's good with right hands. He spars. He's had plenty of sparring. We're heading down to Robert Garcia's next week.
Okay.
We've been a wild card. We're glad that they take us over there and let us work over there. And he's getting great sparring. And he doesn't really. No one's really gave him a tough time sparring. He goes to spar. When Cain goes to spar, he goes to win. So if we're not winning this sparring, we're not going to win our fights. So that's how we look at sparring. Like, we want to win every round. We don't want to give up nothing. And that's how we train. And people know when Cain comes to spar, he's going to bring it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Cain, as you mentioned, you've been getting better with every fight, but I also feel like the few times where you've been, hit by a good punch, you've been taking them really well. So you've been showing a great chin.
Yeah. My last fight, I was thinking, this guy was throwing from everywhere. So I did take some punches, but like, I just knew that, like, in my head that, like, I could take his, but he's not going to able to take mine. But I'm not really like a rock and socking type of guy. I used to be when I was an amateur. Like, when I was little, I'd be like, "Oh, let's go!" And I was like, "Hell!" Now it's like one punch could change everything. So, I'm getting more on my defense. So you're gonna see November 9th that I'm just gonna see everything: defense, power, everything's gonna be on point.
That's what's up, bro.
And then, Cain, who was your favorite boxer growing up?
Salvador Sanchez.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what about him kind of made you a fan of his?
I don't know. I stumbled across on YouTube, and I was going to my tournaments like 14. I was like at nationals, and I was laying in my bed. I was just like, man, I got to fight tomorrow. Let me watch some highlights. And I stumbled across it, like ABC special. Like, did like an all access on him or something like that.
Mhm.
And it was just like his humility, how like he could have been this, but he went this route, and like how like he's so dedicated to his craft, and how like and they said like in the corner he never took a like hard breath. He always conditioned. Everything was good. He's like, but he died so young at 23, so like he couldn't really prove it to the world. But like when he knocked out, what's his name, Wilfredo, he changed everything.
Boom.
Wilfredo was
I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that. This question is for both of you guys. You guys could choose a different fighter, or is all your opinions are respectful. First, the number one pound for pound fighter as of now. Yeah,
man, I could still, man. I see comment sections where it's just boom, boom, boom. That's hard, man. I don't know. It's like it's a tie. It's not a tie. It's debatable.
I like Tank. I like Crawford.
Crawford, okay.
You know,
It's like pound for pound though.
pound for pound. Yeah. Tank and Crawford.
Crawford. I say Crawford. I feel like Crawford. I mean, 2-time undisputed, 2 different weight classes. But also Canelo's there. It's like a tie. It's like it's debatable. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, I like Canelo. He's fought 15 5-star fighters. You know, he's fighting fighters that are on top. Nobody can say anything about Canelo. You know, no questions. No questions. Right. Just like Mayweather. You know, he's fighting the best.
I agree. That's a tough question. No wrong answers. A lot of discerning boxers up there.
So like it's not no order. It's a top 3. My top 3. It's Inoue. No, it's not an order. It's not an order. It's Inoue, Crawford, and Canelo. That's my top 3. It's not an order though. Y'all can mix it up. I don't know.
You good?
That's how I got it too, man. That's how I got it too. And then for this next set of questions, we want to ask you guys about some confirmed matchups that are coming up in boxing. I want your prediction for who you think is going to win. If it's too close to call, or you'd rather not say, you're going to just say pass. The first one I want to ask you about is Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. How do you guys see that one playing out?
You know about that fight?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I feel like Tyson's going to work him, man. That's how I feel. I don't know. Tyson's different. It's like he's like a heavyweight that moves like a fucking welterweight.
Yeah, he's got defense skills for sure.
He's fast for a heavyweight, man. And he's a boxer. Like, come on.
Yeah, boxers. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I had zero interest in this fight, but they've been building it up quite nicely with the Spear in Vegas advertisement and like the commercials they've been launching. And I'm getting hyped for it, so I'm probably gonna see it now.
Yeah, for sure. But isn't it a Fury fighting? What's the name?
Usyk.
Yeah. 9 days, everything. It's all good.
That's gonna be crazy.
That one's. I don't know. That one's like a pass.
The next match coming up is Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de los Santos.
I feel like Shakur is gonna get him out of there, man.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Shakur's too skilled.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even no power, no speed. He's just too smart. His ring IQ is just out of this world. He just knows how to move, when to move. It's just crazy, man.
Exactly.
He's a smart boxer.
Mm-hmm. Definitely another level.
And then the next one, we just had the press conference in LA for this one. David Navidez versus Demetrius Andrade. How do you guys see that one playing out?
Yeah.
That's a good fight. I can't call that one either.
50-50.
You got Benavidez?
I got Benavidez KO 9th in a round.
There you go. Go ahead, Seek with the last one.
Last but not least, Regis Progress versus Devin Haney.
Man, I'll say mine first. I got Devin. I'm boxing him.
Okay. I've always liked Regis. Regis has been one of my favorite fighters. I'm not saying Devin's going to lose. I would put my money on Regis, but that's how I would put my money on Regis. But Devin does have a chance to win the fight. Devin's a very smart fighter.
He really is.
If you use that jab,
I think Devin's gonna outbox him, man. I put my money on Devin.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds like a bet right here, right?
It's a bet. It's a bet.
It's
a bet.
Right?
Oh, there you go.
Live on air. Next question for you, Cain. What do you like to do outside of boxing? What are some of your interests and hobbies?
Damn. This is all I do. Other than this, I spend time with my family. like cousins, brothers, just with them. Because like other than this, it's like I don't really do anything. Like, I don't watch other sport. Sometimes I watch like soccer, like the Liga MX sometimes. But I don't watch no football, no basketball. So it's like it's boxing in my life. So I don't.
Exactly. I'm exactly the same way.
If I'm not boxing, I'm with my family.
Football or
Nice.
Yes, sir. Next question would be: how proud are you to represent Sacramento?
Excuse me.
How proud are you to represent Sacramento?
It's like I have Sacramento on my back. Literally, I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be the world champ. Ever since Tony Lopez, ever since Zavala, all of them, I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna like bring the titles and help and defend them here from Sacramento. I feel like I'm gonna be the one. I always felt like that since I was little though. So, and now it's happy. Now it's like emotion. So.
And this fight coming up against the 17-1 guy, this is a good start right here. This is to prove, he's the real deal. He's not just sitting around here and just taking these bum fights. We do want to step up the level. And every fight we want to step up the level. Just like the other Sacramento guy, Joe Sean. We believe in Joe Sean. Joe Sean's not turning nobody down. He's another great Sacramento fighter that I could say I look up to Joe Sean.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, when I had Joe Sean for an interview, he mentioned the Golden One Center being perfect for boxing. So, that'd be great for you guys one day, Golden One Center.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That'd be perfect.
Next question for you, Cain. What's the best piece of advice you would give someone who's thinking about going pro and making a career out of boxing?
It depends. How old is this person?
Let's say they're 16.
They're 16. Amateur boxer already, or like about to be amateur?
They've been amateur for a while.
Oh, he's amateur. All right, I'm gonna be like, get as much experience as you can, and get as much amateur experience as you can. Spar some pros, and if your coach thinks you could turn pro. Turn pro. Make the right decision. Get the right manager. You gotta have a plan to turn pro. You can't just turn pro because when you turn pro, it's like. You got to do all these things. You got to sell tickets. That's what some people, they don't know the business. So you got to do this. You got to promote yourself. And like,
don't let your family manage you. Get a manager that has some experience. You just don't want to, hey, my uncle's going to manage me.
No. But let's say I'm giving this advice to like 10-year-old me. I'll just be like, man, just keep going. Keep going. If you lose 2 amateur fights in a row, it is not the end of the world. Keep going. It's all experience. Keep going. So I just feel like most amateurs these days count their record like pros. It's like, man, I didn't do that. I was like, I fought every weekend. I'll be like, I'll lose 2 in a row, win 5 in a row, lose 4 in a row. I just keep on fighting. It's like, it's all experience and amateurs. So that's what I tell them. I say, just every L you take it as a lesson. Don't ever take it as a loss.
Great. That's right. Last but not least, message to your fans and supporters.
Excuse me?
The last question would be message to your fans and supporters.
I just want to thank y'all for the ones my day ones. They've been there to support me all through my 10 fights and fights coming up. And to the new ones, I just want to say, you're going to keep seeing these knockouts. And you watch my fight live on UFC Fight Pass, Madison Square Garden. If you're in New York, you slide through. Watch me KO this guy. It's another day in the office for me.
Nice.
Anything your coach would want to say?
Can I ask him, coach?
Yeah, we appreciate all the fans and the supporters and people that come out to the shows and that actually buy tickets and help us through our career. Sponsorships, Sheila Modellus helping us a lot. KL Attorneys is helping us. I
want Think Interface too. They was the one that made us his shirts, my fight shirts. I think Gold USA, big help on promoting my name out there. It's just
it's definitely not easy.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Turning pro is not easy when you're young and you want to be a pro, full-time pro. Not a part-time pro. You want to be a full-time fighter and not having a job. This is what he depends on. This is his work, but he's not missing no days. He's not taking days off. He's definitely in the gym every day. I could say Cain could fight this Saturday, and he would be back in the gym Monday. He's fought on Wednesdays and has sparring set up on Saturdays. That's the kind of person he is. Ever since he's turned pro, not a week off, never been a week off. He's always been in the gym. Never had to build him back up to going 12 rounds. He's always ready to go 12 rounds in sparring. Always ready. And a fight too, I believe. 12 rounds, no problem for him. He can handle it.
Impressive.
That's what makes the champions. Cain, thank you so much for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you back on November 9th, Madison Square Garden, New York City, the next chapter in your career. Get that KO, 11-0, 11 knockouts.
Yeah, for sure, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Don't blink. Don't get no soda. Don't get no popcorn. Make sure because your man's coming, man.
Awesome.
Hey, is that a belt in the back?
Bobby?
Is that a belt in the back, or am I?
No, yeah, it is.
That's just a little belt that he won in a local show.
Cool. All right.
Local
Well, thank
pro.
you.
Sweet. Awesome.
Sure.
All right. You guys take care. Thank you again.
Everybody know how to watch this fight? You can watch him fight on USC Fight Pass. It's just an app. It's like the Zone, but it's viewed like 3 times more than the Zone. So please watch Cain November 9th, UFC Fight Pass. It's just an app. It's just $10 a month. You can just get it for the month or just watch Cain fight. That's fine. But please watch the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make sure I put that in the comments of the video so people know how to watch that fight. Thanks again.
Sure.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys, for helping us.
No problem. Take care.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, thank you.